Hello everybody, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks very much for joining us. Well, this week kicks off on a warm note. We're warmer than average for the next few days ahead, and we end on a slightly cooler note. So this is the Monday animated wind map. You can see this very narrow area of high pressure that's crossing New Zealand. It's narrow, that's why the wind is going to be coming back as early as this evening for some of you down in the south. But it is a nice settled Monday for many places as that high crosses through. But then we've got unsettled weather coming for the rest of the week, and that is going to help lift up the temperatures. So a calm day on Monday means temperatures are average in many places, but by the time you get to Tuesday, definitely warmer than average as a result of that windy nor'wester that returns to the country, certainly the South Island and the lower North Island. So windy conditions there, pushing temperatures up by 6 or 7 degrees on where they were on Monday. So it really is above average. The North Island's east coast will be the sunniest. The South Island's east coast, you might get a few spits of rain first thing in the morning, and also high cloud, which will be thick at times. And the rain on the west coast, some heavy falls, turns to snow higher up. And then in the North Island, a few showers in that western and northern area for Tuesday. Otherwise, not looking too bad. Let's move through to Wednesday now, and you've got a couple of showers in the North Island's west coast. The airflow across the country is still a west to northwest wind, and that means temperatures are going to be above average again. So warmer than usual on Wednesday along the eastern side of the country. It could be a few degrees to several degrees above where you've been or where it should be for this time of the year. More rain on the west coast, but like I say, fairly dry for the western side of the North Island. There might be a couple of heavier isolated showers though up there. Let's move through to Thursday, and we've got a low pressure system crossing over the South Island. That means a cooler change comes in later behind it, but in front of it, more nor'westers. There is the cold front though that arrives later into the afternoon for many areas, maybe even nighttime for some of you in the east. So another warmer than average day for many places once we get to Thursday. But once we get to Friday, we do have a cool down. Now we talked about this last week. We said there was a chance of a polar southerly. Now the polar part has gone. This is not a very big southerly. It's enough to drop temperatures back to average. In fact, for some, it might even go a little bit below average on Friday, but it's really a local southeasterly, because look at the isobars going around this area of high pressure. So there's the southerly or southeasterly, go back around that high, and it's really a nor'wester coming out of Australia. So this is not going to be brutally cold. It is a southerly. The temperatures do drop, and nationwide the temperatures drop on Friday as a result of that system moving through. But again, it might only be back to average. It may not be colder than average. And then we look at Saturday, and we've got south to southeasterly winds blowing across the North Island, low pressure out to the side, a few showers in the east, and it should be at this stage pretty sunny for many other areas, but that's just one to keep an eye on. A very slight change in the wind flow could have quite a big difference to how Saturday will be shaping up, whether it's sunny or a little bit cloudy. That's all from me. We'll catch you again on Tuesday with the latest outlook across this week.